What's up guys, Raz here, and welcome to Terra-Forming. I decided to make a new series about building since my last failure. This one should work out pretty well. I decided I'm going to build a lagoon, a nice river lagoon, surrounded by rocks and stuff, and sand everywhere. Alright, so first things first, to build a lake, lagoon place, you need water. So, obviously, I got SinglePlayerCommands, which came with Edit, and got cracking. Now, the problem is with this is that World Gen doesn't update quite fast enough, so a lot of it won't look entirely correct. But, whatever. I'll just explain what's going on. So, I started out with just giant squares, and then I went around the edge and fixed it up to make it look more natural. I did this off camera because I thought it would take too long, and it kind of did, so I don't regret not doing that. Alright, next up, I decided, what kind of lake doesn't have sand around the edge? It's not really a lake unless it has sand, right? So, sand it was. I added in sand all around, and eventually went back and added it into the center. Fixed up a few blocks here and there that were laying on the edges. Kind of messed up because I was using the spear tool in World Edit, and that's what I mainly use to make most of the sand edges, and using the flood fill tool to replace the grass and dirt with sand. Now the world I generated was just basically grass on the top layer and dirt going all the way down. So there's no stone or anything, which is a problem, and I had to replace that later. But first, I fixed around the edge so that it would look nicer. I used the smooth tool here and added in sandstone all around the edge as well, down under the water, just to make it seem like it's less, just one type of thing. I came around with the smooth tool, set to max, and smoothed out the entire terrain to make everything much more smooth, because I didn't want it to be just a straight drop off into the ocean, which is what it was before, and it did not look nice. So after coming around and fixing everything, the smooth tool, it took a while because I had to go down underneath the water. As you can see, it looks a little bit iffy, but I fixed that up too off camera. I decided now it's the perfect time to add in the border. Now, I was thinking of what I could do for a border, and I just decided on using normal stone. In this texture pack, that's normal stone. It looked nice in the end. I just basically used spears of max size and size 3 and smoothed them out a whole bunch so that they blended in with the sand and grass around it, to give the feeling of it like being part of the earth. Like this was created from, I don't know, maybe a melted glacier that didn't move? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Who knows? But yeah, I wanted to add in this border to make it look a little more natural, because I think it was a little bit just bad. It looked kind of bad just being in a flat terrain with grass around it, so it needed some kind of, other thing. On top of that, the sand did in fact come from the rocks, so it only makes sense. Then I went around and added in the trees, because I made 3 different type of trees, and then I went around and added them onto the sand, kind of randomly. And I think it looked nice, honestly. I mean, the trees, they were custom made, so they didn't look like vanilla trees. It's supposed to be some kind of palm tree. And yeah. Trees. As we start to pan over, you can see it was well worth it to add in the trees, because it looked a little bare about the trees. Now, I did go back and fix the underwater. That was a little bit too much. It was a little too rocky, and I did fix that. I made it more smooth, and around the edges, I made it less flat. But yeah, that's about it. And that's how you build a lagoon. And with that, I will take my leave as I look out into the beautiful sunset, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.